Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. Now that the Disney-Fox merger has all been sorted out, a lot of people have been wondering, will Deadpool be showing up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at some point in the next few years? And if he is, how is that gonna happen? So let's take a look at the top 10 ways Deadpool should enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the number 10 spot is a reboot in his own timeline. This is probably at the bottom of the list because we have already gotten a really awesome origin story movie, and it would be hard to top that. But if Deadpool is going to be joining a new movie universe, he may need to be established from the beginning as if his previous movie didn't exist. He can also do so in his own timeline so that he doesn't interfere with the other Marvel movies, and they don't interfere with his storyline either. Plus, it's easier to keep the R rating this way. Or, alternatively, our next point. Next at number 9, we have a reboot as part of the Multiverse. Instead of pretending the other movie timelines don't exist and having Deadpool in his own timeline, he can join as a member of the Multiverse, the same one introduced in Doctor Strange and will now be explored further with the upcoming Avengers movie. Though he may be aware of the presence of other heroes such as the Avengers, and his story may fall in line with theirs, but they won't necessarily cross paths just yet. But maybe they will, and this leads us along further. Coming in at number 8, we have as an asset to the Infinity War. There is the slim possibility of having Deadpool and maybe even the rest of Fox's property join the Infinity War and become assets to taking down Thanos. Because let's get real, the Avengers need all the help they can get. In the comics, Deadpool is deeply involved with Thanos and is constantly vying for Lady Death's affection, someone who Thanos is also competing for. So they've got lots of history. And how fun would it be to introduce someone so crass and vulgar to throw off the Mad Titan? Although according to Ryan Reynolds, he was rejected from the Avengers, so who knows if this would even happen. In the number 7 spot is by explaining the merger deal. Obviously, Deadpool can't just pop up as if he was always there. Well, maybe he can. More on that later. There are questions that are going to be asked by the rest of the MCU characters, so it would seem totally befitting for this fourth wall-breaking hero to bust out some lengthy explanation of how Disney and Fox merged and how all Marvel characters' rights that were originally owned by Fox are now able to be used in the MCU. Everyone else will be confused to hell and think he's insane, but that's nothing new now, is it? Up in number 6, we got in a future SpiderMan film. If Marvel Studios doesn't want to do another Deadpool solo film, understandably so, the two that we have are awesome. They can add him in another heroes movie. Deadpool and Spidey have a long, smart alecky history that even includes a crossover called Spider-Man/Deadpool that's happening right now still. While Deadpool's been established as R-rated and Spider-Man keeps it pretty family-friendly, though bromance is too cute not to get used on the big screen. So we are keeping our Spidey senses tingling for that one. Coming in at number 5 is an X-Men reboot. Instead of focusing on a Deadpool reboot, Marvel Studios can instead focus on the X-Men as a team, and include Deadpool in there as one of the main characters. To be successful, an X-Men film is gonna have to scale back on the number of characters it concentrates on, so that it doesn't become a cluster smash of confusion. Significant X-Men may need solo films before this, but an X-Men film off the bat could work instead if handled with finesse. But seriously, they're such an awesome team that they deserve a movie to actually do them justice. And because seeing Deadpool trying to act on a team is always a treat. Next up at number 4, we have as the enemy. We need to be careful with this one because Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine was also an enemy, and I have never seen such a disservice done to a character. Leave him as his usual cheeky self, but make the rest of the MCU characters think he is a force that needs to be stopped. Of course, we would like to see him converted at the end, but Deadpool's already established as an anti-hero, so being a kooky and fun villain would be nice as well. We really can't get more dour and serious than Thanos, so the next big villain is gonna have to have another uniqueness to him to keep things fresh. Up next at number 3 is his own TV series. Instead of a movie, Deadpool can maybe be introduced into the MCU through a TV series instead. Some TV shows that are part of the MCU are Cloak and Dagger, Jessica Jones, and The Punisher. This may be a gentler way of throwing him into the universe, and it can happen while he stays out of the way of all the big events going on right now in the movies. I can already see a Deadpool and Dopinder action TV series. Rights for Dopinder become Disney property, right? In the number 2 spot, he doesn't. This isn't the answer you may want, but it's the one that kind of makes the most sense, to be honest. We have had 2 really great Deadpool movies. Maybe we will get a third by the time this deal is settled anyway. They say all good things must come to an end. Perhaps asking for Deadpool in the MCU isn't what would be the best for him. Besides, do we want Deadpool to join the MCU MCU at risk of being PG-13 rated. And finally, in the number 1 spot, he just appears. No explanation, no reason, Deadpool just appears in a future MCU movie, whether by surprise or not. This could only really work with Deadpool because, well, he's Deadpool. He'll crack some jokes, make some witty remarks, everyone else will be really confused as to why he's there, but it'll be his little inside joke with the audience. He knows he was just dropped right in, he knows why he can now be in the MCU, but he ain't gonna let anyone else know. That would take the fun out of it. So those were the top 10 ways Deadpool could enter the MCU. Let me know in the comment section down below what character you really want to join the MCU. My name is Ray Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.